Welcome back, little smokies. It's finally time. Time for us to get our lives together and back on track. We took a little bit of a break. You took a little bit of a break, but we're back together now here to talk about our next subject. I'm sure you've seen it in the title or we've done something to indicate that, but we're finally here. Be patient. It's been some time. We enjoyed this one. We hope you do too. And I guess we can get right into it. Oh, and before I forget, stick around to the end. There's some bloopers I threw in there because, well, it's been a long time, which means we're a hot mess. Well, welcome back. Welcome back, Simone. UFO, Simone. How have you been?
Thank you. So great.
Locked away in your well, whatever, life, I guess. But sorry for the delay, everyone.
Yeah, we're sorry.
That's all we got.
But we never made promises.
No.
We never made promises we were going to keep, so it's fine.
Exactly. We've never said we wouldn't.
That can be those are our mascots.
That's
show
what I
them.
was saying. We've got our emotional support.
Show the whole biscuit bucket.
Biscuit?
Yeah.
They're hot dogs. See?
The biscuit basket.
The problem is we were thinking about rebranding everyone. Coming with season 2, 2025, we thought we used my snack for the podcast season 1. Simone, would you like to share with the audience what we'll be changing our name to?
It is not my snack, though. I don't just eat hot dogs and ketchup hot dog buns and ketchup.
I don't eat hot dogs.
I can't believe. Okay, so if there are people who happen to listen to this, even one, have you ever eaten a hot dog bun with just ketchup? Like you go to the pool, you come back, your dad's barbecuing, you make yourself a nice hot dog and bun ketchup sandwich while you wait. It's an appetizer.
So that you're eating the hot dog after? Or?
Yeah, but not inside the bun. I would just like cut it up and dip it in ketchup.
Why don't you just like eat the chips as like the appetizer and then the bun as intended?
It's something like ketchup and bread. It's just good. Just try
Okay,
it.
so I'm not going to argue that there may be somebody out there other than you with an acquired taste for a ketchup and hot dog bun sandwich. However, I must clarify, are you saying that this is something that you have snacked on in your adult life and not like in a drunken state where you're just looking for anything?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
So exclusively as a child, just so when we're polling the audience, it's accurate.
Yeah, as a child, I don't just go to the kitchen and make hot dog bun and ketchup sandwiches now. Although maybe I will start doing that again.
Just like, man, it's been a long day of work. You know what today needs? A ketchup and hot dog bun sandwich.
It's just good. It's just a good choice.
Okay, so good news, everyone. We are not going to be rebranding. That was just a joke. But also a brief thought. It is a possibility should we ever want to venture into a different name. But we thought coming into the new year, we should probably highlight and talk about some things that have been going on since we left.
Which was when?
End of October? Yeah. Basically, Halloween happened and we decided we're done for the year.
We just can't.
We'll be back.
We can't possibly do this any longer. We just took a hiatus. Sabbatical, if you will.
I thought that was religious.
No, a sabbatical is just like a long vacation.
Oh, that sounds religious. Sabbatical?
I think it can be religious, like, or not Jews. What are the other ones called?
Whoa, dude.
The other group that does
The other group. We need to go on. Go ahead.
Buddhists.
That's the other group you're trying to remember.
I was trying to think of monks. They're Buddhist, right? Buddhist.
Well, yes, but where are you going with this?
They take sabbaticals to like go to quiet camp to not talk for a while.
Quiet camp? Okay, hold on. Before we get into our subject today, we just need to take a quick look.
It's what they take like a vow of silence. Quiet camp. What's it called?
You're getting enrolled into Camp Quiet.
They probably serve hot dog buns and ketchup for snack.
Yeah, because it's not good.
What is it called? Oh, they take a vow of silence.
I think you had already said that, though.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure you already nailed that one. I guess...
They go on a retreat. There's a name.
I think it's considered... I don't know. I don't know any, Buddhist monks personally, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that none of them would refer to it as, that wonderful retreat or quiet camp. Either one of those. I know. Hold on. Where does the term sabbatical? I think we should just start there. Okay.
Let's circle back.
Put a pin in your retreat. So it comes from all words. I feel like I'm disappointed. I'm just going to come out and say it. It comes from a Greek word. I'm going to say this and it's going to be wrong and you're going to laugh and everybody else is going to laugh. Maybe I won't actually. Sabbaticos. That was a lot easier than I thought. Sabbaticos, which means of the Sabbath. Ah! I knew it!
I was right!
Hold on a second. How is this turning into you being right? Like, I'm pretty sure. Okay.
That's what I said.
Okay, so it says, obviously it's a noun or adjective. Well, look at you, doubling up on things. It means to take a break from work for an extended period of time spent on something other than your regular job. Well, their regular job is being a monk, bro.
No.
Yes, it is. That's full time, dog. They live in the monasteries. There you go. Yeah.
I was going to say silo and then mortuary, and I knew that was right.
A silo is where they put like grain and corn and stuff, dude.
Or can't they brew beer in there too? Oats?
Well, I'm sure. Well, oats, it's a grain, so kind of in that. I mean, I don't know. Hold on.
I was being more specific.
Can you said brew alcohol in a silo? It's going to be like, absolutely not.
I think you can. It's just like
technically,
it's just like a cave.
Okay, so this doesn't sound very positive, though. It says, yes, technically you can brew alcohol in a silo as the process of fermentation, which is the basis of making alcohol, can happen within a silo, but it would not be controlled or desirable. So
you can do it. That's what I'm hearing, is that you can do it.
Sure. And then let me see. We want to know what the quiet camp is. Is that was the other thing?
Yes, it's called like a
I don't want to say
I don't
camp.
know,
Now that's all I
Micah.
can think of. I'm going to Google what's the camp that monks go to.
I thought it would bring something up.
What is the... I think retreat is more appropriate than camp. It just feels...
You said it wasn't a retreat.
It's not, but it's also not a camp, dude. Pretty sure.
Yeah, it is. You don't think what do they do there, actually? Maybe we should research that.
Dang. What is the retreat in Bannerlord? Is what's coming up. What the hell is Bannerlord?
What's that?
I don't know. Hold on, let me click on that really quick. We're really rabbit holing here. Just hang on, guys. Just hold on tight, kids. We're back and coming in hot. So, the retreat is a neutral location in Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord. Is there a fire near you?
I know. I think I'm right by like a
fire
station. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know what that means. Okay, so that wasn't helpful. Okay, what is the retreat that... Is there like a robbery taking place? Like...
I was trying to find the mute button, but I forget which one it is. Oh, that's...
Well, don't forget to unmute, whenever the emergency is done.
It's over, I think.
Caught the tail end. So
sorry.
It even puts this in parentheses, which is how I know we're totally off base here. So it says, monk's retreat refers to a period of time. Oh my God. Refers to a period of time where monks withdraw from their usual activities to focus intensely on spiritual practices like meditation, prayer, and reflection, typically taking place within the confines of a monastery and often involving periods of silence to deepen their connection with their faith. This is considered a central part of the monastic. I don't know, dude. That sounds like a disorder.
Monostat is a cream.
I didn't say monostat, dude. Whatever that word is.
Monastic is how it is said because she is too dumb to say it correctly.
A life across... okay. It says, whatever life across many religious traditions, particularly Buddhism, where it is sometimes called a rains retreat or vasa.
See, so I was right.
Due to the rainy season when monks traditionally stay in one place and meditate. Oh, honey, that's just called depression.
Yeah. Maybe I should take a vow of silence.
Well, it doesn't say that they necessarily... I mean, it says periods of silence, but...
I mean, I
How
sleep.
are you going to communicate with your kids, dude? Just grunts?
I'll just write notes.
Oh. Oh, that works, I guess. Can the kids read that, dude? I mean, the older one, of course, but I don't know what age kids start reading or walking or doing anything.
About 6. Or being kids at all, I don't know.
Oh, I know, like, they're kids or whatever, but... All right, so back on track to what we're here for today. And that is episode 1 of season 2. We're going to discuss something that...
You should say season 2, episode 1.
What did I say?
Episode 1, season 2.
Okay.
Continue, please.
To be fair, on my notes, for whatever reason, I wrote it that way. So there's that.
I know, but it's like, if you're like, oh, what episode you're on, you're not like, oh, episode 1, season 3. You're like, oh, season 3, episode 4. Continue.
Okay. Well, excuse...
The research department did not proofread their notes, apparently.
My co-host didn't even read the notes.
That's not true.
You could have...
I opened them up.
You don't even have them open on your screen right now, do you?
No, I do.
Okay. So, season 2, episode 1.
Thank you.
Well, do you want to tell them so I don't mess this up too, what we're going to be talking about today?
How can you mess up 3 letters? UFOs.
Oh.
Can you put in a sound effect?
We're not talking about what? Will you?
Oh! Oh! I thought we were talking about UFOs. You told me that.
You. This is so bad. Okay, we're talking about drone conspiracies.
Same thing. Same. You told me. You said UFO because you said they're not called UFOs anymore.
They're called
UFAs.
UAPs. I'm pretty sure it's UAPs.
Oh. Okay, so we're talking about drones. Big difference.
To be fair, there are, it's unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Oh, so you.
AP.
Oh.
So the letters
I should have changed my name. Now I just look stupid.
No, you don't.
UFOs.
Everybody knows what UFO is. I'm just saying. I think they're.
I know, but we're not even talking about UFOs. We're talking about drones.
It's one of the theories,
Fine.
so that's what we wanted to talk about. Was like, there's all these different theories of what this could be. One of them being UFO/UAPs. Nobody's splitting hairs here over what we call that. No judgment passed. So we wanted to talk about that though, because towards the end of the year and still currently ongoing, I just feel like there's 5,000 other things falling apart right now that are pushing to the top of everything. But there's all these drones. I guess they are confirmed to be drones, you guys. I'm going to be honest with you. They look like drones. Have you seen them?
What else would they be? Birds? Yeah, I've seen them. You've shown me pictures.
Birds
of
holding flashlights at night?
Like a whole group of them.
It's cool.
There's like Velcroed onto their wings.
It's a coordinated attack. Okay, so basically this all started around November. Technically not right when we left, but pretty close to. And I'm not saying that
do you think it was linked?
We had anything to do with this, because I realized that people might think that. But on November 18th of 2024, I know, like forever ago now, because we took so long to come back to this place, but Morris County, New Jersey reported a bunch of drones, like unidentified, which these aren't like your average.
How many?
Well, I didn't get the count.
Well, I feel like a gaggle of drones, like, is that 12? Like, is that 24?
I don't
is
know.
It 2?
I didn't get a count on the one thing that I don't have information on. Naturally, you asked that. Oh, hold on. How many drones were spotted?
Well, like, that just, like, to put it into perspective, like, is that 5? You know, like, how many? What word did you use? A lot? A gaggle?
A lot. I never said gaggle. You said gaggle. You brought the gaggle into this.
That's geese.
So at any rate, though, the FAA reported unidentified drones. It doesn't say how many. I even just Googled it really quick just to see. Not to say that information's not out there. If somebody finds it, congratulations, you won. Let someone know. Put it in the comments. So as of the 16th of November, of December, so a month later, there were reports like happening every single night. There's drones, which also, like, I'm sorry, you're seeing this every night and you didn't, like, I don't know, do anything about it, I guess.
Did they take videos?
Oh, yeah. There's all sorts of videos, which I included and sent you some links to look at beforehand, but it's fine.
I did look at those. That's how I knew we were talking about UFOs today.
Okay, so while all of this is going on, the mainstream news and everybody is reporting these drones in New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Ohio, Minnesota, Northfield specifically, and Colorado.
No.
Just kidding. Not Colorado.
That's fake news.
There was also sightings of like unidentified drones spotted over military bases in the UK, including I'm not going to pronounce these right. Do you want to take a stab at that there, Chuck?
Lakenheath.
Well, do you want to read the whole thing?
Oh, you did. It says over U.S. military bases in the UK. What's RAF?
I think it's something Air Force. I'm pretty sure. I'll look that up while you wrap
I didn't
it.
know if that was an acronym I was supposed to say. RAF Lakenheath, RAF Mildenhall, and RAF Feltwall. And in Germany, over U.S. Ramstein's Air Base.
Oh, Royal Air Force.
And other. That makes sense.
Yep. I knew the AF. I knew it wasn't as fuck, so there's that. Not how I'm using it on a regular basis. And the U.S. Ramstein Air Base, which is not to be confused with Du Hast.
Oh. No, that stuck in my head.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, so the one thing I will say though is that while this has been on like the East Coast in the United States, but also in the UK and Germany, it's all around like air bases and things associated with the United States. I'm just saying this is all conspiracy, whatever. Just
do you think it's China?
Whoa, it's funny. You say that and then someone breaks your door down. Like, what is happening right now? I don't even understand. Like, I'm concerned.
I think it's the dog playing upstairs.
Well, let's hope it's not, China. So there's a few theories, everybody. There's, you know what I mean? Lots of theories. We want to cover just a couple of them. Now, China's one of them, but we'll get there in a minute. The first theory I want to cover, you're probably going to like. It's aliens. I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's probably aliens.
It's aliens.
Could be.
Yeah, but nah.
You don't think so?
No, go ahead and explain your logic, and then I'll give you my opinion.
First and foremost, this is not my logic. This is a collection of information and theories from people. I want to make that abundantly clear. I'm not over here like, I don't know what that's supposed to be like. You know what I mean? Like signaling things and, no. Okay. So the alien theories. Of course, the obvious aliens, they exist, whatever. But there are people who think that this is supposed to be like some type of alien invasion cover-up.
Mm-hmm. What? How?
AKA Project Blue Beam.
Oh, so how is this an alien cover-up?
Okay, so what they're saying about this whole thing is Project Blue Beam, which claims that global elites are planning to fake an alien invasion to establish a totalitarian world government. Basically a new world order type situation. Okay. Right. So what they're saying is that, and this has been around since the 90s, Canadian journalist named Sergei Monast. Ooh, a little close to Monostat. That's not something you want. So according to Sergei, or is it Serge? It's Serge for those of you who are wondering.
Sergei.
That sounds right? Sounds better. It sounds a little Russian for a Canadian, right. But okay.
I feel like that's right.
So the theory suggests that the global elites are going to, with the help of NASA, I don't know, and the United Nations. So all these people apparently are coordinating. They plan to establish that world government by orchestrating a fake celestial or supernatural event.
So they were trying to use the drones to do that?
So they supposedly include technology simulated in the second coming of Christ or a faked alien invasion aimed at abolishing Abrahamic religions and replacing them with a new age belief system.
Wow.
It's pretty intense. I feel like it's
Mm-hmm.
they really went hard with this theory.
Yeah, where'd you get this theory from?
The internet.
No, but like
I thought of it myself.
It's like widely.
Well, I mean, by widely, I mean like it's on the internet, and I feel like if I can find it, someone else can find it, and then people believe it.
For sure.
So Project Bluebeam, by the way, they've also had theories, like people are saying now, that they're going to be launching. So I don't remember exactly what it is, but they're going to be like launching some screen, or they propose to launch some screen into the sky to block sun rays to whatever. I don't know. What was this? It's yes. So they want to launch a giant screen into the sky that blocks sun rays to combat climate change. That's the reasoning that people are thinking, like, oh no, they want to do that so then they can project on the screens and make us believe that, like, you know, we're getting invaded.
That's pretty crazy.
Right. My only problem with this is, if this is Project Bluebeam and all of those things, what is the purpose behind flying these drones around at nighttime?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, how does that tie into the drones?
I think they're all thinking that it has something to do with data collection and data mining around everything else, and I don't know, some type of
That
thing.
has to be a really big screen.
That's what I was saying, but also to like block the sun rays and stuff. I guess it'd have to be.
Yeah.
That's something they did in Futurama, I'm pretty sure. Like,
really?
Can you do that? I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
I don't think so.
So the other side of that is actual aliens. Some people think that maybe it's
not pretend aliens.
Well, yeah.
You think they're just up there flying their little drones?
That's what I was saying too. I'm like, okay, so let's say it really is like, do we think that they have essentially the same technology we do?
No. They would have way better technology.
One would think, unless you're one of those people that thinks that the aliens are actually in the oceans, which even then...
Ooh, that scares me when you tell me that.
Why?
Because
you're not in the ocean?
Yeah, but when I go in the ocean, I love the ocean. And now you make me think there's aliens in there. That's scarier than sharks.
Dude, it's going to be like in the ocean. We're talking about like the dead space of the ocean. The not where you're waiting on the beach side, dude. Like, we're talking like the ocean. Like, we're going to need a bigger boat.
Okay.
That was a Jaws reference.
Then maybe I won't be scared. Oh.
Did you ever see that?
Sorry, missed it. Jaws? Yeah, they're taking the ride away at Universal.
Okay. Well, I was meaning the movie, but why?
Well, that's based off of the movie.
Okay, don't yell at me. There's no reason to get like that. My God. All right. Well, I don't know. My thought is I don't think it's aliens, and I'm not really sure about this Project Bluebeam thing. Like, that seems like a pretty far stretch.
That seems too crazy, yeah. And I think, I don't know that what would the aliens be doing to get, what would they be trying to
What, are they just messing around? It's their Saturday night, and they're like, let's go mess
watch this.
Let's go mess with the humans again. Like, what?
That's what I would do.
I would think if they're a higher intelligent life, they'd have different technology than we would have. And they probably would not have any interest in what we're doing. Like, why would they care? Like, when people are like, oh, the aliens are going to intervene because we're going to have a nuclear war. Like, why would they care? They don't live here.
Oh, is that a theory?
Unless they live in the ocean. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
then they probably care. But
maybe they do. Yeah. Ugh, that
okay.
gives me the creep, like the EBGBs. What? It does.
Nothing goes.
It's just like a really deep, like you think about the deepest part of the ocean.
But you're not going to
so
be
creepy.
there. Like you'd never be there.
But what if I was?
What about the fish with the
And then I just got-
dongles?
I like
little-
those ones.
With the teeth?
Yeah. They're cute.
What about that is cute? Okay, we'll just move. We're going to skate past that. I don't know. You do have tater salad, which is cute's a stretch, but
She's cute.
she's one of those you're so ugly you're cute. That's not really something you want to hear.
Right.
We know a couple
So.
folks like that. Okay, so theory 2. In the words of, come on, you could do it.
I can't do it. I can't do it with this hand.
You can't? What hand is that
can't.
you
I've
can't?
been practiced.
Is that your stroke hand, though?
And then it goes into the claw. It's my...
It goes into the claw?
It's my right hand. My hand, I can't do it.
You have to just think really hard.
I have been since I was a child. I can't do it. Good.
Okay.
What's theory 2?
China.
I knew it. You know they're gonna ban TikTok because of China.
Did they officially come out and say that?
January 19th.
Really?
You don't believe me?
I'm Googling it. TikTok prepares to shut
Yeah,
down.
you don't believe me.
Oh.
What day?
As of, well, that's an old article. That's not right. Wiki. What's going on?
That's not a good source.
No, I know. That's why I was like, what? I'm like, I don't see anything that says maybe. It says TikTok. 3 hours ago.
I just found it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Said what?
See it on Reuters. TikTok plans to shut U.S. operations of its social media app used by 170 million Americans. Well, I'm here to tell you, I'm not one of them. I've never had a TikTok.
I am.
Oh, well, you should be ashamed of yourself.
So when's it closing? January 19th?
Oh, I already closed the thing.
That's the whole reason you looked at it.
Was it? I thought I
you
was just
think
verifying that it happened.
No. Do you think it has anything to do with January 20th? Yes or no? Check
What do you
yes
mean?
or no.
What about January 20th?
You don't know what January 20th is?
Well, I know it's
Inauguration Day.
Oh, well, I know I'm off work. Hey.
Me too.
TikTok officials say it's possible that on January 19th that it'll be done.
I am just full of facts.
You are,
today.
dude. You are.
I was right about the monks.
Mm-hmm. And the TikTok?
I can't remember. Oh, and the TikTok.
Yeah, the retreat.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you did start out with Quiet Camp, but you worked your way into
classic mix-up.
Okay, so China, nothing to do with TikTok. This theory.
It does. China is the theory on TikTok. Is this about China spying on us?
Well, sort of. I mean, not through TikTok though. This is about the drones.
I know. I'm just saying that they're both about China spying.
I feel like we have a little misunderstanding. I think you think I'm not understanding and I am. And then you're not understanding. Okay, so
All right, go ahead.
as everyone knows, tension's been a little bit high with China. I know, the shock and awe. Of course, with the thing with TikTok, everybody knows, obviously, we don't want spies and whatnot. So some lawmakers are trying to say and assert that they are certain that these drones are China and it's China's technology. And they're sending.
Does it say made in China?
Have you ever thought of working for national security? You ever thought about getting into something like that? Like really
Go ahead.
digging.
They're like, we know these are from China. They just have like
Made in China. Quality inspector. They have an ID on there.
Okay, go ahead.
They're probably so disappointed it's not that easy. They're like, everything's unmarked. Where's the maiden? Okay, so some lawmakers, so Representative Mike McCall believes that the drones that were spotted over the U.S. military bases are adversarial and most likely coming from China.
How do they fly so far? Don't look at me like that.
Do you mean, what are your thoughts? So do you think that if China's sending drones here, do you think that they're like from Wuhan launching these drones from China and they're flying the whole way?
That's what I think. Yeah.
We have international flights that need layovers for fueling, and you think that these little drones are just all the way? Dude, they go to like a coastline and then they launch them closer to the
Oh, I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're not like, you know what I mean? If they could do that, well, maybe they can. Who knows, dude? AI is crazy. ChatGPT is gonna take over the world or something. I don't know.
I love ChatGPT.
I haven't really used it yet that much. Like, I don't really. Someday. But honestly, you brought up the TikTok thing. Makes sense. Lawmakers are also thinking that China is spying on us and collecting data, which I don't know if they've looked at what people are making TikToks of, but I'm not sure what data they're gathering. That's
I don't get that.
It's not like we're like
super smart.
I wasn't gonna say it, but most of the stuff I've seen is stupid. It's like
dancing.
Yeah, people are like, oh, look at me, I'm fucking doing something stupid. I don't know. So, at any rate, another theory is that this is China, but they're not collecting any data. They're not doing anything because these drones, they're just flying. That's it. They're not dropping anything. They're not.
Yeah.
They're just like peaceful. I don't know. They're just like chilling, right? And so.
Yeah, they're just.
In their natural habitat. That's not.
Yeah. They're just chilling.
So some people think that it's China just trying to kind of assert their dominance, just to be like we can do this.
We can fly drones or tiny birds with flashlights.
I really like that theory, dude. They're not drones.
We should add it. We should add that to the list.
Although I think they verified that they're not actual birds.
Hey, but that's a theory that birds aren't real. Yep.
So.
Conspiracy theory. They're all a robot.
So they're drones.
Yes.
But they've been around since forever, dude. There weren't robot
birds
in ancient times. In the times of King James.
How do you know? Have you ever seen a picture of a bird in a history book?
Yes, dude.
Have you?
Yeah.
This is like that
What kind of a question was that?
That's like that theory where it's like, what's it called? Where it's like the Fruit of the Loom logo used to have fruit in it, and now it doesn't.
The cornucopia? Is that what it is?
Yeah, but what's that theory called? Yeah.
Oh, the Mandela effect.
Yeah, that's what I think about birds. Like, have you ever seen a bird, like, you know?
I don't. And that's not the Mandela effect.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's the same theory. Like, we used to think, oh, I'm thinking of the opposite. Okay. But I do think that it could be birds with little flashlights.
I do like that theory, but I don't think it's that.
And just with their headlamps on. Boop. They just
I want a little bird with a headlamp now. I want to get a little headlamp and put it on Charles.
You should.
Okay, so.
Definitely.
All right, Serious Steve here is telling us we gotta. Okay.
Wrap it up.
What? Five, 4, 5. What are we doing? What's that for? What's that?
Good thing we never have to communicate with our sign language.
I think we need to know it before we can do it. Okay, so did you know in all of this, I was thinking to myself, like, okay, yeah, cool. It could be China just like spying or doing whatever it is that they're doing. But would they? Turns out, yeah, dude. Did you know that they sent some spy balloon back? And what was that?
I do remember that. I think I was alive.
Yeah, I think you were too. It was in 2023.
Oh no! That happened a long time ago. Didn't it pop?
Yes, but it happened in 2023, dude.
No way. No way.
Yes.
That
the
should happen.
spy balloon incident was a situation where a high climate balloon, essentially above like airplanes in like the beginnings of space or whatever, from January 28th, 2023.
No. That's fake news.
Well, for the purposes of this theory.
That literally happened when I was 12. There had to have been 2 different occasions. Otherwise, I'm really worried.
I just laughed and closed my browser because
I just don't think that's no.
Hold on.
There's no way. There had to have been more than one occasion. Oh, maybe no. I think I'm thinking of a weather balloon. I think that happened a long time ago. Do you know what I'm talking about? I think that was in a weather balloon. So sorry. Go ahead.
I was
need to brush up on my facts. I think it was. Do you remember a weather balloon?
Well, there's been many, sure. Like,
whatever.
We'll just
make fun of me.
I'm not. You're just interrupting me like, no, that happened when I was 12. Could it be? Okay, so I mean, even if you don't choose to believe this, in January of 2020,
we'll see.
It already happened.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, we already saw. It's not a we'll see. We saw. So this balloon from the 28th of January 2023 until the 4th of February, originating from China, flew over the airspace from Alaska, Canada, and parts of the US, which Alaska is parts of the US. Why'd I write it like that? It's fine.
Probably why you wrote it season 1, episode 3, or whatever you did. Go on.
May I proceed?
Please.
So, basically, it was shot down. Once it was in that airspace, we shot it down off the coast of South Carolina. And our Air Force, or the FBI, the Air Force shot it down. The FBI reviewed the contents of the wreckage and they found intelligence gathering technology on board. Stated nothing was transmitted back to China, though.
Oh, that's good. Just from TikTok.
How did they, what? How would they know that, though? They're like, there was all this spy stuff on here, but don't worry, nothing happened. Nothing to see here. Move along, folks.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
My thing is that this balloon, let's not think that this is some like birthday balloon. This thing was the size of 2 train cars.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
I'm going to be honest with you. I know train cars are big, but it's also 2024.
Yeah, they're like probably 30 feet.
And I feel like I made an argument recently, like, why do we still have trains? And I was very quickly reminded that they're important, but
they're actually very important.
Whatever. Okay, so basically the Chinese government came out and said they have no idea what this is about. No idea. I don't know how that could happen.
Of course they don't.
What? I don't know. The United States government said that they don't believe that the Chinese government was aware of it. To me, that's crazy. How would you not be? It is a balloon the size of 2 train cars with all the spy material, like some private citizen
decided to do that.
It's just like, yeah, cool, you know. And the Chinese government continues to this day to deny any involvement in that whole spy balloon thing. So,
not surprised.
Knowing that, I think, quite frankly, it's a higher probability for it to be China than aliens.
Or birds.
Or birds. I don't think it's birds. Now, the last theory that we're going to go over today is a government operation. And by this, I mean internal.
What's it called?
What do you mean?
Oh. Is it, what's the...
Well, it's not like Operation Drop the Drones or something. Like, so it's super...
Okay.
Like, here's the thing. First of all, this is saying that it's our own internal government. Big Brother type stuff. Okay. So I would just like to say, I, for one, on the record, do not think that our government ever lies to us, would ever do anything wrong to us. And
never,
that they would never do this.
Never.
This is the least likely theory possible. So one of them is like, much like the Chinese surveillance, but our government trying to surveil us.
I feel like that's the most likely story.
I don't think we're that interesting, but
no.
If you want to, I don't know. The thing that doesn't make sense to me is if it is something that's surveillance and it's all around these air bases and all around these military installations and stuff, then who are they surveilling? Themselves?
Yeah, that actually doesn't make sense.
You know, like when one thing makes sense and you're like, oh yeah, okay, cool. And then something and you're like, oh, but what are they looking at themselves?
I think it's aliens.
Okay. There are some people who do think that it's also military training exercises and they just don't want the general public to know. I don't know necessarily why they wouldn't want the general public to know.
That one makes the most sense now.
Oh, yeah. Just the last one I throw out there real quick. I'm like, also the most sensible and likely what's happening. But
it does.
I wanted to ask you really quickly if you saw the New Year's Eve Chinese drone celebration thing?
No.
You didn't.
Did you send it to
You
me?
didn't see. Yes, I shared it in our notes that you reviewed before.
I don't see any pictures in here. That's what you should do is put pictures in here.
What do you mean? I have this link here. I'm gonna
Like a
pull up
book.
and I'm gonna show you a little
Oh wow.
show.
That looks beautiful.
Yeah, those are
I
drones.
just watched it.
Which one?
Yeah. The dragon?
Oh, the dragon one? Yeah, that's all drones.
Yeah.
That's thousands of drones. So what's crazy is China set the Guinness World Record for the most drones controlled by one unit or something like that. And it's something crazy. And the thing is that people think these things are beautiful and cool, but also don't understand like the dangers.
Danger. Will Robinson.
Beep boop, beep boop. So that's it. That's what we got on the drones. I'm gonna go and put my vote in the bucket of it's likely the government. That's what I think.
That's where you're landing?
It's the government and they're highly trained birds with flashlights.
That's what I was gonna go with.
It's the only thing that it could be.
Government trained birds.
Or nuclear charged fireflies.
So true.
All in unison. You know what I mean? They're all grouped up. So
yeah.
it looks like a drone. Even sounds like it. Bzzz.
Oh yeah.
But I do have a joke for you really quick. And if everybody made it through to this point, congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
So I was wondering if you saw the news story about the kid who lost his eyelids recently. He was born,
Is this a true story?
born without his eyelids or whatever. And so they used his, yeah, it's important, right? That's weird skin too. They used his foreskin to.
Is this true?
Yes, dude.
That's awful.
No eyelids, dude. Come on. No eyelids.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So they used his foreskin to give him eyelids. And now he's, looking a little cockeyed, but.
That was a good one.
Wasn't it?
That would be terrible if that actually happened.
Do you talk about that or? Like when does that come up? Is that like second date material? Is that like she's always wear sunglasses?
No, I think you have to bury that. Yeah, I don't think you could talk about
that. To bury it, like
yeah.
Did you say you had a joke too?
Yeah, but I don't remember it. I'll save it for next time.
Fantastic. So we are going to be coming back a little bit more regularly. Our hope is, and note we say our hope is to be returning bi-weekly for you guys. So it's a little bit more feasible for us with work and life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Until you guys want to start pushing and sharing our content more, like, subscribe, and all the things. Because once we're monetized, then we could do this more often, more frequently.
Yep.
And until then, you could have done it. You could have done it underneath. Not,
I
know.
I can't do it. I just don't. I can't do this either. No. How do they do it? Oh, yeah, like that.
Are you throwing up gang signs? What is happening right now?
It's a heart. But I don't know what to do with these fingers. I've been practicing. Can you do it?
I don't even know.
The middle finger makes the little roundy, and then your pointer finger makes the heart. Yeah.
Like that?
You need to work on it a little bit, but yeah, that's the general idea.
I'll practice for next time. But in all seriousness,
Thank you.
we do appreciate you guys stopping by. Hopefully you did have a good time. I had a good time. I don't know if Simone did or not. We'll see.
I did.
And
sure.
I guess we'll be seeing you guys on the next episode, and hopefully it'll be something juicy. Goodbye.
So long, farewell, addy-baddy-baddy.
What was that? Are we frozen? What's going on here?
Yeah,
What?
you have to edit that out. That's really bad.
How could we possibly not be ready? We've had literal months to prepare for this, but it's fine, you know? Are we feeling good?
Techno. What? I was gonna say technology issues. You need to edit all this out. Okay, let's pretend like it starts right now. Go.
Lock it up, okay? All right.
Be like Tupac.
Oh.
Wait, no, that's the guy from
the painting. Who's the painting?
No,
Starry Night.
Yeah,
Nope.
but I was thinking from the guy of Little Rascal.
Oh, definitely not where I was going. I was going with like the Van Gogh, like right.
I know what your scream face guy. Yeah. I know not the screen. I know exactly what you're talking about. The famous painting with.
Oh yeah.
Let's be like, go.
You know I'm gonna keep all this, right?
He's like kind of twisty.
He looks kind of like.
Yeah.
Got a little scoliosis going on. It's all right. Shout out to all the scoliosi. Or I don't know. God, just may my editing skills be strong, and likely they won't be.